So there's a lot of things in life that confuse me. Why people own goldfish as pets, which section of the tray on a washing machine should I actually put my fabric softener in, and does it even matter at the end of the day? And why Kanye's new album is actually charting, even though it's terrible. But the thing I wanted to talk about today that confuses the whole living bejesus out of me is the relationship between Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. Mainly why people are shipping it, because I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm really not. I get bad vibes off the man. Before we get into that, a little side note. Just hit 7,000 subscribers here on YouTube, so big congratulations to myself, and thank you everyone who has subscribed, and if you ain't subscribed, then hit that subscribe button. Secondly, I'm not dead. If you even cared, it's been about 2 months since I've posted a video, and I thought my big comeback would be Travis Kelce. Why? Because it's all over the place right now. We've just recently had the NFL. I'm British, so I don't really care for it or understand it nor get anything about it. But I did try to watch it because, you know, Taylor Swift was going to be there, and I would have got to see Taylor Swift in the stadium. Here in the UK, it started at about 11:30. It didn't even kick off until about gone 12. Not even joking, about 12:30, they were showing shots of this man dressed head to toe, suited up, walking into the stadium, and they were talking about, oh, this guy's just arrived, he's just arrived. And I'm thinking, who's this? Who's this guy swinging on in late? Turns out he's one of the players. I thought, when do they actually start the match? Why they got like this 2-hour... Why doesn't it not start when they say it starts? You got like 2 hours of them fumbling around. Back to the point at hand. I just get real bad vibes of this Travis Kelce, and I was under the impression that everyone else got bad vibes. So when I was looking at the recent news articles coming out and talking about him, I thought, is he paying off the media? Because I'm seeing things that I assume different than what people are saying. Case in point, let me just show you some of these. You've got the Daily Mail saying, Taylor Swift fans fume at Travis for missing the perfect opportunity to propose after the Super Bowl win. In my head, I'm thinking, no one wants these two to get married. What, especially not Swifties, so why would they be fuming? They wouldn't. Then you've got this other one, which I can no longer find, but it was from someone else, Parade, basically saying how they're like this perfect couple and the fans love them and Swifties love them. And I thought, that can't be right. So I started looking into Reddit, looking for the mentions of Travis Kelce in the Taylor Swift thing, because everyone seems to be shipping them, which I honestly don't understand, because I'm not being funny, but Taylor Swift fans are some of the most aggressive people I have ever met. You do not want one of those on your bad side, and they go after everyone. They are super overprotective of Taylor Swift. In fact, I mean, she is a 34-year-old woman, she can look after herself, but these people are overprotective. Yet with Travis, everyone seems to be shipping it, and I understand that it's kind of, you know, it's the American dream. You've got this tall, white, skinny, pretty woman who's creative and artsy, and she plays the guitar, and she's a little bit country, going out with like the big, beefy, butch jock type, the NFL, the American football player. It's what you think when you think America. It's what you think when you think the American dream. So I understand why people be shipping them as a couple, because it fulfills what people know of America. But it just seems like he's not a very good guy. The man is excreting toxic masculinity, which seems to go completely against what Taylor Swift stands for. And let me give you a little example of some of the things I'm talking about. So first of all, did you know Travis Kelce was once on a Bachelor type program where he had like a bunch of girls coming after him, and the woman that won that he ended up going out with for a little bit, and she has outwardly said that he is a cheater. He is a known cheater. He cheated on her for somebody else. She does seem a little bit bitter, so I'd take everything she says with a pinch of salt. He was also briefly entangled with Megan Thee Stallion, which I don't know how they met either. They saw before. Then he gets in this relationship with Tay-Tay, and none of the Swifties are concerned about the fact that he's supposedly a cheater. Are we forgetting that in November last year, all these old tweets resurfaced and we just absolutely squished them? We forgot about it. Remember these tweets? This is what Travis Kelce was saying some 10 or so years ago, right? You know, what people say 10 years ago, people change a lot in 10 years. You can say something, fully believe it, and move on. You shouldn't be getting judged for what you said. What we're talking about here is the Swifties. And they do judge people on what they say, and they will drag up old tweets. And like, I'm not saying Travis Kelce is a bad person because he said this when he was 20 years old. But I am saying the Swifties would usually be thinking he's a bad person. So why are people shipping this relationship so much? Travis Kelce. He's a jock. He probably bullied people in school. He's giving that kind of vibe. He's immature. People have said he's immature. We've seen him at the NFL pushing his coach, pushing an elderly man because he's not putting him in the game and he's having a little tantrum. He's got anger issues. He was probably definitely a bully. Probably definitely still is. He said some very toxic things about women, such as all of this stuff. His exes say that he's a cheater. He's giving the vibes of absolute toxic masculinity. He's giving the vibes of a bad person. You've got all of this. Why, oh why, are the Swifties shipping for this relationship so hard? Why are they wanting them to get married and have babies and be together for the rest of their life? Why are they saying that it's some fairy tale dream? Is it? Is it because it does have the image of the American fantasy? Or is there something that I am truly missing out on? Or is it just really good media? Is that the case?